Now let us proceed with the questions where the sum of the GP is involved. We have already done around 3-4 videos on GP. In one, I have told you the basic concept, and in the remaining two, we have discussed the problems or the questions based on GP. Now let us discuss the next category where the sum of the GP is involved. Now we have already discussed that if there is a GP, okay, with first term A and the common ratio is equal to R, then the sum of n terms is equal to A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1, or A 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r. In few books the condition is given r is greater than 1 and all that stuff, but even if you don't use it, it will work. Only this sum is not defined when r is equal to 1. So this is true only when r is not equal to 1. Okay, so we have already derived this formula also. I have told you how to derive this formula. In case, okay, in case that if n is r is equal to 1, then the sum of the GP is given by NA. Sn is equal to NA. Also, if there are infinite terms, then it is given by another formula A1 minus R, which is also not defined when R is greater than or equal to 1. So it is only defined when R is less than 1. Then there is one more special formula when last term is given. Okay, if the last term is given and the last term of GP is L is equal to AR to the power n minus 1. Okay, in that case the sum of GP is given by A minus LR upon 1 minus R. You can very easily derive it. Okay, so this is the formula which I will be using in the case last term is given. Now let us begin with the questions. Okay, so now what is the first question? Find the sum of 7 terms of GP. Now n is equal to 7, A is equal to 3 and R is equal to 6 by 3 is 2. Right? What is the formula? Sn is equal to A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So A is equal to 3, R is equal to 2 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. Right? Now 2 to the power 7 is how much? 128. So 128 minus 1, that is 127, and 127 into 3 is 381. So this is my answer. Easy? So only you recognize the value of A, R and N and substitute in the formula. This is a direct question. Okay. Now look at this question. Find the sum of 10 terms. So again, N is equal to 10, A is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1 by 2 by 1 or 1 by 4 by 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. Right? Apply the formula. S10 is equal to A r to the power n, okay, minus 1, n is 10, so I'll put here 10 upon r minus 1. Right? So now 1 by 2 minus 1 is what? Minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 in the denominator, so 2 in the numerator. And here 1 upon 2 to the power 10 minus 1. If I want to absorb the sign inside, okay, if I want to absorb the sign inside, I can very well write this as S10 is equal to 2, okay, 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power 10. If you want to take the LCM, you can take the LCM. Otherwise, this is answer. Or if you want to simplify it further, you can write it 2 to the power 10 minus 1, since 2 is a small number. So you can solve it. Right? So 2 to the power 10 is 1024 minus 1. Okay. Upon this 2 and this I can cancel. So what will be the answer? Answer will be 1023 upon 512. Right? Now let's move to the next question. Find the sum of the series. Now see, in this series, clearly A is equal to 2, R is equal to 3, right? And L is equal to 4374. There are two approaches. See, in case you forget the formula of last term, sum when the last term is given, this is your AN. So you can find out the value of AN by simple formula of GP, nth term. You will get the value of n and then you can find out the sum. That is one way. And if you remember the formula of the sum of when last term is given, so we know that the sum is LR minus A upon R minus 1. So 4374 into 3 minus 2 upon 3 minus 1, which is equal to 6560. Correct? Now let's move to the next question. How many terms of the geometric series this will make the sum 5461? Okay. So now this is again an interesting category where they will give you the sum and they will ask you ki how many terms were taken so that the sum is this one. Okay. So now let us do this question. Now see, first what is the information we have? We know that Sn is equal to 5461, A is equal to 1 and R is equal to 4. Correct? And what is the formula? The formula is very simple. Sn is equal to A, R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Sn is 5461 is equal to 1. Then 4 to the power n, I don't know what is n, minus 1 upon 4 minus 1, that is 3. Right? So 5461 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 to the power n. Okay. So 4 to the power n is equal to, if you solve this, you will get 16384, which is nothing but 4 to the power 7. By simple factorization you can get. So n is equal to 7, which is my answer. Easy? So this is how you can find out how many terms are there. So this is one category where sum is given and you have to find out how many terms are there. Okay, if you feel that now you are very confident in GP and the sum of the GP, you should pause the video, you should solve the question and then you should check the answer. Okay. Now let us do this type of category is very, very important for both exams. Find the sum of the following series. Now how to solve this type of question? Now first step, take out 5 common. What is left? 1 plus 11 plus 1, 1, like this, up to n terms. Okay. Now what you do? Multiply and divide it by 9. So 9 plus 99. There is a reason to do that, which you will understand in the next step. So 5 by 9. Now tell me what is 9. 9 is 10 minus 1. Basically 10 to the power 1 minus 1. Plus 99 is what? 100 minus 1. And 100 is what? 10 square minus 1. Plus 1000 minus 1. That is 10 cube minus 1. Correct? Now 5 by 10 and inside this square bracket I can create two brackets. One bracket is 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube dash 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 and another plus in which it will come minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. How many terms? N terms. Correct? Now this is 5 by 9, not 10. So 5 by 9 outside. Now what is this first bracket? This first bracket is a GP with A is equal to 10 and R is also equal to 10. Okay. So what will be the formula for the sum of this GP? So A r to the power n minus 1 upon 10 minus 1. Then minus, how many 1 are there? N 1 are there. So minus n. Correct? Now, next step. 5 by 9 is sitting outside peacefully. 10 by 9, 10 to the power n minus 1 minus n. Correct? Now, 5 by 9, I got actually answer. I am just trying to simplify it little bit more. Now, if I take the LCM here, this 9 will be multiplied to this n, and here outside it become 81. 9 9s are 81, right? And here it become 10 to the power n plus 1 minus 10 minus 9n. Okay. So 10 to the power n minus 10 minus 9n, and outside 5 by 81. So this is my answer. Easy, simple and very important, right? Now let's do one more question exactly like this. Now again, see, my target is always to bring that 10 series. So now first I have this thing. First, to bring something, it is always advisable to have 1. So to get 1, what I'll do, I'll take 7 common. If I take 7 common, okay, so what is left? 0.1 plus 0.11 plus 0.111 dash dash dash. Okay, so 7, then 1 by 10 plus 11 by 100 plus 111 by 1000 dash 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 up to n terms. Now 7. Now again, I need 9 in the numerator. So I'll divide by 9, and 9 by 10 plus 99 by 100 plus 999 by 1000 up to n term, right? So 7 by 9, here 10 minus 1 upon 10 plus 100 minus 1 upon 100 plus 1000 minus 1 upon 1000 up to n terms. Okay. Now again, let us try to form the GP out of it. So 7 by 9. Now the first term is, first bracket I am forming, 10 by 10 is 1, 100 by 100 is 1, 1000 by 1000 is 1 up to n terms. Now from the second term of this, first term I included, now this one. So minus sign if I take common, first term will give me 1 by 10 plus 1 by 100 plus 1 by 1000 dash 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 up to n terms. Okay. Now 7 by 9, the first bracket, how many 1 are there? N 1 are there. Now minus, this is a GP. What type of GP? Where first term A is 1 by 10, and what is our R value? R value is 1 by 100 divided by 1 by 10, means 10 here, so 1 by 10. So let me apply the formula. A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Correct? So 7 by 9 n minus 1 by 10, and here if I take the LCM, so it will become minus 9 by 10. Okay. So this will become plus 9 by 10. And in bracket 1 by 10 to the power n minus 1. Okay. 7 by 9 n plus 1 by 9, 1 upon 10 to the power n minus 1. Correct? Now next step, what I can do, I can take here LCM, and here also I can take the LCM of 9. So if I take the LCM of 9, 7 by 81 like in the previous question, and this will become 9n. Okay, plus. Now here inside the bracket, you take the LCM. So 1 minus 10 to the power n upon 10 to the power n. Correct? So simple, I have taken the LCM and I have simplified the term. Now still I can simplify it further also. If I want, I can just open this bracket and I'll get 7 by, if you stop here also it is correct. 9n plus 1 upon 10 to the power n minus 1. Answer. Easy? So this type of questions are very, very important. Okay. Now I'll come back to this question, but before that I want to do one more question like this. Where is that question? That is a very nice question. Okay, this one. Okay, look at this question. This is based on exactly on the same concept which we did just now. So I scroll down to search this question. Now look at this question. You need to prove that the sum of this GP is this. Now you have 11 plus 103 plus 1005 up to n terms. Correct? You are finding out this Sn. Now what is 10? 11. 11 is 10 plus 1. 103 is what? 10 square plus 3. This is 10 cube plus 5 plus up to n terms. Now 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube dash 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 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 dash dash dash. Now what is this? This is a GP. What type of GP? Where A is equal to 10 and R is also equal to 10. Okay. And what is the sum of this type of GP? Sum of this type of GP is A R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Okay. Now what is this? This is one AP. With A is equal to 1 and common difference is equal to 2. And what is the sum of an AP? N by 2, 2A plus n minus 1D. Correct? So S is equal to how many n are there? N by 2. Correct? 2A means 2 plus n minus 1, 2. So S is equal to, if I open the bracket, n plus n minus 1 into n. Right? So this is equal to n plus n square minus n. So this is equal to n square. Correct? So now I have, this question is split into two parts. I need to add both the terms. First one is a GP and the second one is AP. What is the sum of the GP? The sum of the GP I got is 10 by 9, 10 to the power n minus 1. And the sum of the AP is only n square. So this is my answer and this is what they asked me to prove. Correct? Look at the question. They are asking to prove this only. So we are done. Okay. So now let's go back to the previous question from where we stopped. Okay. These are all similar kind of questions. Find the sum of 7 terms of the sequence. Okay, fine. So they are asking me to find out the sum of 7 terms. Okay. So how to find out the sum of the 7 terms, that we need to figure out. First of all, you see, is there any similarity in the terms? I want to find out the sum of 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 square plus 3 by 5 cube. Plus, in this, can I take 1 upon 5 cube common? So I will be left with 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5. This has to be 5, I think. 5 square plus 3 by 5 cube. Plus 1 upon 5 to the power 4 if I take, I'll get the same term like this. Right? Now, if I observe this, it is clearly an GP in which the first term A is 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 square plus 3 by 5 cube, which is equal to 5 cube, 5 square plus 2 into 5 plus 3. So 25 plus 10 plus 3 upon 125. So 35, 36, 37, 38. So 38 upon 125 is my first term. And what is r? R is clearly 1 upon 5 to the power 3. Here 5 to the power 6 I should take common. Correct? Now, what is the sum of a GP? The sum of the GP is A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Substitute the value. So, Sn is equal to 38 upon 125. Then r is what? 1 upon 125 power n. N they have told me 7 terms. Correct? So, I'll put 7 minus 1 upon 1 upon 125. That is r minus 1. So usually what we prefer, if this r is less than 1, we reverse it. Anyways, that minus sign will get cancelled. So even if you write like this, you will get the correct answer. It is not like that you will get a wrong answer. So now if you solve this and if you substitute, then what will be the overall value when you solve this? 19 by 62 in bracket 1 minus 1 upon 5 to the power 21. So if I write this 125 as 5 to the power 3, I am directly getting this, which is the answer. Correct? Now let's move to the similar kind of a question here. See, again I have to find out the sum of n terms. If you observe the first bracket you can apply the formula a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square, and I am applying x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 plus x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4 plus 2 plus x to the power 6 plus 1 upon x to the power 6 plus 2. Like this it will keep on going. Now collect the first term, x square plus x to the power 4 plus x to the power 6. This is 1 GP plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 6. This is 1 GP. Correct? Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 n times. So 2n. Correct? So now I got this. Now this is 1 GP with first term x square and r is equal to x square. This is 1 GP with the first term 1 upon x square and r is equal to 1 upon x to the power 4 upon x square. So which is 1 upon x square. Now what is the sum of this GP? This GP will be a r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Okay? Plus 1 by x square to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Right? Now little bit simplify. In the first bracket, if you observe, what you have? You have x square, x to the power 2n minus 1. It looks very simple. X square minus 1. Now this one I need to simplify because it has 1 upon x square in it. So this becomes 1 by x square. Here if you take the LCM, 1 minus x square upon x square. So this x square will get cancelled. Okay. And in the numerator, you have 1 minus x to the power 2n. Okay. And this x to the power 2n will come here when you take the LCM. Right? So this expression you will get here. Now, actually you have achieved the answer. This is the answer. But if you want to simplify it further, you can simplify it further by taking this thing common. See, if you observe, both the brackets are same. So if you take x to the power 2n minus 1 upon x square minus 1 common. So what is left? In the first bracket, x square is left and in the second bracket just order is different. So and down also it is x square minus 1, so it is plus only. This is gone, so 1 upon x to the power 2n, and plus 1, this 2n was together, which I have left here, 2n, 2n, 2n. Correct? So this is the answer if you simplify. Otherwise in the previous step only I got the answer. So basically we are splitting a given big series into small different GPs, and we are applying the formula, sum of GP formula to all the series. Same way if you observe this. Okay, I'll just give you the hint and final answer for this question. See, one GP will be x square plus x to the power 4 plus x to the power 6. Clearly it is a GP. Plus other GP will be xy plus x square y square plus x cube y cube. So this is also a GP. Here the first term is x square with common ratio x square. Here the first term is xy with common ratio xy. So again I can apply the direct formula and you will get the answer. Correct? So again it is a very easy question. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Okay. Find the sum to n terms of a sequence given by this. Okay, so they have not defined the sequence. So I have to find out basically a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to an. Right. So what is my a1? I'll put n is equal to 1 here. So I'll get 2 plus 3 plus. What is a2? So 2 square plus 3 into 2. Don't multiply, otherwise it will be difficult for you to recognize the GP. 2 cube plus 3 into 3 dash dash dash. Okay. Now what is the first term? 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube dash dash dash, which I can easily make it out is a GP. Plus. Then in the second, 3 plus 3 into 2 plus 3 into 3 dash dash dash. Okay. So now if I write here 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube, which is very clearly a GP, with a is equal to 2 and r is equal to 2. Here if I take 3 common, I am left with 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is nothing but a AP. Okay, with first term 1 and common difference is equal to 1. Or you can say it is a sum of natural number, and we know that the sum of natural number is n plus 1 upon 2. So that also you can use, or you can use the sum formula of AP also. Right? So from this, if you apply the formula of sum of GP, you will get 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 3 n plus 1 upon 2. That is sum of AP you apply, or sum of natural number you should remember when you are preparing for competitive. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Okay, this we have already done. Okay, now come to this. The sum of first 3 terms of GP is 16 and the next 3 is 128. Okay, so A plus AR square is equal to 16 given. Means A 1 plus R square is equal to 16. What is the other situation given? The sum of the next 3 means AR cube plus AR to the power 4 plus AR to the power 5 is 128. So if I take AR cube common, so what is left? 1 plus R square is 128. Can I divide these two? So AR cube upon A is equal to 128 upon 16. AA also gone. Now this is 2 8s are 264. Then 2 4s are 32. 2 2s are 2 1 6. 2 1s are 2 8s are. So R is equal to 2. Okay. Now see very clearly, you got value of R is equal to 2. You can substitute it here and you can get the value of A. Right? So if you get the value of A here, what will be the value of A? A will be, just substitute here. So A is equal to 16 by 7. Now you got R, you got A. So what is the sum formula? Sn is equal to A r to the power n minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. So this is the answer. Correct? Now look at the next question. Okay, this question in the previous video we have already done. Sum of the first two terms is minus 4 and fifth term is 4 times the third term. This we have already done. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Okay, determine the number of terms in GP if A1 is this, AN is this and SN is this. So what is the formula for SN? So SN is A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. I am just trying to collect all the information so that I can think what I have to apply. What is the formula for AN? AN is A r to the power n minus 1. This is equal to 96. Okay, and A value is given 3. Correct, A value is given 3. So now let us start with the process. So I can write also here 3 r to the power n minus 1 is equal to 96. My target is find the number of terms, means finding out the value of n. Right? So let me proceed here. If I I don't have a space. Anyways, I'll try to solve here only. So now if you see, I have the value of r to the power n minus 1. So somehow if I bring r to the power n minus 1 here, I'll get the answer. Right? So how I will bring? See, 189 is equal to A, which is 3. Okay. And in place of r to the power n, I can write r to the power n minus 1 into r. Minus 1 upon r minus 1. Now what is the value of r to the power n minus 1? So r to the power n minus 1 can be obtained from this relation 96 by 3, which is equal to 32. Right? So I will substitute here. 189 is equal to 3. 32r minus 1 upon r minus 1. Now this is a simple linear equation. It is not quadratic also. So when you solve this simple equation by doing the cross multiplication, r value is equal to 2, which is the answer. Correct? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Find the least value of n for which this is greater than this. Simple. This is a GP. Okay. So what is the sum of GP? A r to the power n. R is 3 here. So 3 to the power n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1, that is 2. And as per the given condition, this Sn is greater than 7000. So how you will solve it? Right? I have 3 to the power n minus 1 is greater than 14,000 now. This 2 will go there. Correct? So 3 to the power n is greater than 14001. Right? So now take the log. N log 3 is greater than 1 log of 14001. So n is greater than log of 14001 upon log 3. If they give the questions values of log this and log this in the question, you can simplify or you can leave it here only. Correct? So all questions are in GP are very simple. Only you have to focus and do the questions. Just note down the information given. Okay. Now let us see. This question also we have already done. Right? I think 4th number or 5th number question we have done this one. Okay. The sum of some terms of GP is 315, whose first term and the common ratio is 5 and 2. Find the last term and the number of terms. Okay. So let us see. Let us gather the information. The sum of some terms of GP is, so Sn is equal to 315. Okay. First term is 5 and r is equal to 2. So first of all, what is the formula for Sn? 315 is equal to A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 is 1. Correct? So this is a simple formula. Now, if I cancel this, so I can write that 3 6 are 30, right? And 163 is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. So 2 to the power n is equal to 64. And obviously we know that 64 is equal to what? Right? So n is equal to 6 because it is 2 to the power 6. Correct? So I got n. So what is the nth term? Last term they are asking. So nth term is equal to a r to the power n minus 1. So 5 r to the power 6 minus 1, that is 5. So 32 into 5, that is 160 answer. Correct? So questions are very easy. You just have to do it confidently. That's it. Okay. Now this last question is very simple. Find the sum of the products of corresponding terms of this. So what you do? You have two options. One is using the basic concept. Just find out R and A and apply the formula. Or form a new GP whose first term will be 2 into 128. Second term will be 4 into 32. Third term will be 8 into 8, like this. Once GP is done, you can define your A, you can define your R and apply the formula. So all of you solve this question and your answer will be 496. Right? So these were the questions based on the sum. Now there are few tricky questions where the sum parts are defined, which we will do in the next video. In the next video, we will also discuss about the geometric mean and arithmetic mean and how to insert the numbers to form a GP between two numbers. So that portion is very important. With that, our GP will be completed. So probably in one or two more videos, we will wind up the chapter. Thank you.